What's up everyone, welcome to today's new comic book video. Now before I begin, I just want to say thank you so much for showing support on the previous comic book video, which was comic book haul number 2, where I show you guys what I got when I went out to get some comic books. But again, thank you so much for showing support on it. If you missed it, it's on the channel, and there's also a playlist specifically for comic book related stuff. But anyways, let's get to the point. So today's comic book video is going to be about Nightwing Rebirth issue 1, which you guys will see right here. Ta-da! And a little flashy image in the background. The reason why I'm reviewing this one is because I'm very excited for this book. We finally get to see the Nightwing that I remember reading like a couple years back when he was Nightwing. I think this is, but the thing is, this one's supposed to take place after the Grayson series, which is interesting because throughout the entire series, throughout this entire issue, I mean, he's kind of like reminiscing about the things that he went through. He kind of gives like a background as to why he chose the name Nightwing and not because like it's a, I guess you could say like following in the footsteps of the Batman. He kind of says that he got the name Nightwing because of Superman. Superman used to tell him about a story of like superheroes back in his world called, I think it was Nightwing and Flamebird. But anyways, throughout this entire issue, Nightwing's kind of like reminiscing between what was going on when he was Agent 37, you know, during the whole Grayson series. And again, I didn't really enjoy the Grayson series as much as I should have. I feel like it wasn't really my kind of taste in terms of comic book wise. After reading this though, I kind of feel and wish that I did enjoy it and kind of want to pick it up now. So I might buy the trade paperbacks for it because it has some stuff that has me wondering what was actually going on throughout that entire series. But again, I wasn't really a fan of it because it just wasn't my kind of taste. But again, throughout this issue, it starts out with him and Damian talking about, you know, certain stuff, like how he feels happy to be home. He finally has a secret identity again. Damian's asking him, you know, are you sure, you know, are you ready for this kind of stuff? And they're at an arcade, so it's funny how it starts off. And as pages go along, you start to realize that it's literally Nightwing. It's the Nightwing that we had when he was around Damian Wayne, where Nightwing took on the mantle of being the Batman and he took Robin in as his, you know, quote-unquote Robin. And they still have that kind of relationship going on where Damian's still kind of being a jerk, or not really a jerk, I guess you could say like sarcastic. So it's kind of refreshing to see, you know, so that feels nice. It's like a nice little, he's back. But again, as the issue goes on, like I said, Nightwing's kind of reminiscing, or Dick Grayson, I mean, is reminiscing about his time when he was an Agent 37. There's a page in there that shows Huntress, and it says in the bottom left corner saying something like, make sure to pick up Batgirl and the Birds of Prey issue 1, which I'm gonna do because I love the Birds of Prey. I have like some issues in there. I don't have like an exact run because I used to pick these issues up back when I would be going to this 50-cent store called Spiro's Heroes. If you're in Los Angeles, you might want to check out the place out. It's in Canoga, I think Canoga. So anyways, we get to see the flashbacks that I was mentioning. Damian's kind of teasing him around about the certain people that he encountered during his Grayson days. Grayson's letting him know that there's nothing really to patch up or nothing really to be concerned about. And then throughout the pages, you start to see Grayson asking for a machine. Just like some kind of like request that he keeps going on. And let me fast forward here. We finally get to see Grayson and Midnighter kind of teaming up. So they kind of team up, and the request that Nightwing kept asking everybody in his whole, you know, secret spirals, I think it was called, the spirals. Unfortunately, the spirals couldn't help him out with the machine that he wanted, but Midnighter did, because I think the gardener is the one that gave him the machine to give to Midnighter, to give to Dick Grayson, where we fast forward again. Dick has his like machine thing here in his hand, and he's about to pull out something out of Damian Wayne, which ends up being a bomb that was implanted in his skull, something like that. And I think that whole implant thing was, or that thing that was going on was probably during the whole Robin Wars, because I remember seeing the Court of Owls come in, and they keep talking about the Parliament? I can't pronounce a lot of words, my bad. Of owls, so I'm assuming the Court of Owls. Now the cool thing is, this is the part that just has me like, what? Because I didn't read the Grayson series, it ends up saying that Nightwing was going to betray the Batman, or betray his own, himself, his own persona, and kind of like, you know, wreak havoc towards the Batman and the Bat family type of deal. At least that's what it looked like to me. But again, I didn't read the Grayson series, so now because of that, I feel like I should. But again, Nightwing's able to take out the thing that was taken out of Damian Wayne, and unfortunately, the bomb that was implanted it can only be near his DNA. So even if they pulled it out, the bomb would have just exploded. So the machine was basically a little little compartment thing where he just pulls out the bomb, but the little compartment bag thing that it comes with ends up being DNA of Damian Wayne. So it's kind of like a sensor where it's like, oh, we're still next to him, so the bomb was never really taken out. It was probably just moved just a tiny bit. He probably scratched it or something. But the funny thing was, what made me laugh as I was reading it is because Batman already knew about this thing that was implanted in Damian Wayne, and Damian's like, wait, you knew about this? And it's just like, in my head I'm like, well yeah, he's the damn Batman. Batman knows everything. You should know everything. And then finally we get to the point at the end of the issue where it's the Court of Owls. You see Talon there, or Lincoln March, and the Talon is just, it was just crazy, man. He looks kind of like zombified, so he looks really, really pale. Like, so it was kind of trippy, but the weird thing is that they all dropped the plain white masks of the Court of Owls. So they all drop it down to the floor, it breaks. I guess it was glass, mine was plastic. And then instead it says, we are now going to drop the whole Court of Owls thing and we're going to become something else. We're now going to be like our own owls, and instead of the Court of Owls like with the white mask, they're now going to be hiding in the shadows with these black Court of Owls masks, which I want now. But there is something in it that happens, and I really don't want to spoil it, because it's literally at the end of the issue. Like, you could probably just pick it up at the store and get it. I mean, folks, Rebirth right now is like, what, $3? I recommend you guys go and get this book. Again, this is just my review, my summary, my spoilers here and there, and and I know as I talk about these things, I try to make sure that I don't really say too much, if you notice by the words that I choose during my whole speech, I guess, or my review type of deal in these videos. But I try to make sure like I still leave enough information for you to be picking up the book and go like, oh, so this is what he talked about. Why didn't he mention this? It's because so you can go out and actually pick these things up. And this is just me stating my opinion, letting you know that I really did enjoy this book. Every book that I've been reviewing so far is things that I've been wanting to read. And if I find something that I didn't enjoy, I will review it and say that I just didn't really enjoy it. Will I get backlash for it? Probably. That's why I didn't do a review on Civil War 2. That's a whole different thing though. But anyways, something happens during that whole Court of Owls meet. After finally, towards the very end of the issue, we finally get the one thing I miss seeing so much. And it is Nightwing in his blue iconic suit. And I believe I showed it off, or I believe you already saw it in the Times review video that I did. But let me go ahead and get over here to this page so you can all see it. It's literally like one of the last pages right here. Look at that. Back in blue. And it's crazy, right? And by the way, off topic, but who's gonna go see Suicide Squad? But again, folks, that is my take on the whole Nightwing Rebirth issue 1. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. And if you enjoyed it even more, you want me to start being more, I guess you could say more detailed about these kind of videos. Well, again, I appreciate every kind of feedback. This is usually like me doing a one-shot take of the video, so anything that feels like I should edit out, I usually do that anyways. But again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the video. I got like 2 more comic books I'm going to be reviewing here, so you're going to still see me wearing this shirt. This is a game shirt. It's Adventures of Pip. This isn't promotion. I'm just letting you know. The game looks fun. I might actually do a Let's Play of it on the channel. But yeah, folks, so you got like 2 more of the comic books I'm going to be uploading, and it's still going to be me wearing this shirt. So stay tuned for those, and thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.